Welcome to Sigmund Freud's The Interpretation of Dreams. Now here, the interpretation of dreams, we're going to be talking about something controversial. Sigmund Freud himself made lots of controversial ideas, but come to think of it, those controversial ideas are from his time, although they are still controversial to this day. Freud himself wrote The Interpretation of Dreams mainly because he wanted to get famous, probably get rich, but mostly to become famous. Freud himself made all these dreams of interpretations, mostly from his own dreams, but he also made these interpretations of other people's dreams during his days as a psychiatrist. You know, the guy who goes ahead, looks at the patient while sitting in an armchair or something, clipboard on an arm, while the patient is like lying on a couch, and then speaking in the opposite direction to the psychiatrist so that they can feel way better. Well, Freud was doing that at the beginning. The interpretation of dreams, though, changed everything. When it was first published, though, in 1900, it was, how should I say this? It only sold 100 copies, and its reviews weren't exactly the best, mainly because, these interpretation of dreams were pretty, scandalous. But we're only talking about chapters 1 to 5 today, so I really hope you guys will not criticize me. This is a summary of Freud's interpretation of dreams mostly. Now we start off with Freud explaining scientific literature of dream problems all the way to the 1900s, saying that people are pretty much either insane, and if there's no probable physical cause, well then they're just shunned as outcasts. Mostly though, people do that nowadays too, except that if you do it, then other people will probably call you out. Now let's start with an easy one. Falling. Now, the dream of falling is most likely something about you getting anxious. Either that, it might just mean that you are having a fear of losing self-control. Like, you just lost the key to this lock, and this lock is your self-control. You just lost it, and nothing else. Alright, that one was pretty easy, and I'm not going to explain all of Freud's own personal dreams here. That would take like a half an hour, and I certainly don't have time for that. So what I will do, though, is this. Next up, I'm going to talk about his flying dreams. His interpretation of flying dreams, Superman style, is this. It might symbolize, like, wanting to escape from all these responsibilities that you have, like if you're a housewife and you always take care of the kid, and it's like if you have flying dreams, that means you probably just want to go ahead and fly away from all these problems and just go away and not want all these responsibilities. It might even reflect powers, like you're empowered and you're feeling good. Like this time you're in control of things, like you have the key to the lock. Alright, the next one is something that I never really heard of, probably because I never know anyone that actually does it. It's teeth falling out. Now, teeth falling out is, apparently pretty common. This dream can go ahead and indicate anxiety, like, you're anxious, or you really care that you might look ugly. It's like anxiety about your appearance, like you think you look like this, when in reality you might look like this. It might even help relate to feelings of helplessness or loss of power. Alright, next up, it's like being chased. Now, being chased by, pretty much anyone is probably you want to go ahead and running away from your problems, from like an immediate problem or from some problem that you know that is existing. It can indicate avoidance or anxiety of not being able to fulfill some kind of requirement. Alright, next up is nudity. Now, nudity in public probably gives us the interpretation that you are feeling shameful about yourself in public. Like you're very, very vulnerable. It can also make those, fears of being exposed by someone, of something that you did. Ooh, and here's another one. Death. Dreams about death is about the end of something, but it could also mean the start of a new thing. Like the death of a new channel will create the next part, like a new channel that could take over whatever that channel's content was. Alright, and then our next dream is losing something valuable. Now, like losing something important in dreams, like let's say your Apple Watch or your iPhone in your dream. Like nowadays it's your iPhone or Apple Watch, alright? It might also indicate feelings of like inadequacy or maybe even some insecurity. Oh, and that water is a pretty interesting one. Like, I'm going to get this graph I found on the internet. It's a YouTube video. And, well, here we go. This is turbulent water. Like, turbulent water. If water is, like, in dreams often represents, like, emotions of, like, your own unconscious mind. Because back then, the people were not even believing in an unconscious mind. Like, if it's turbulent water, you're probably all like, it's you're being turbulent, like you're having pretty bad emotions right now. You're having very messed up emotions right now. But if it's calm water, then that means that, well, you're chill, you're fine now. You're extremely fine. Okay, and this next one is pretty much more relevant to us nowadays. Back then he probably used the word carriages, but I'm just gonna use the car as an example. Now, driving a car. Driving a car itself probably means that you are going ahead and, gaining control of the car. Like, you have in control of your destiny, that kind of stuff. But if you're losing control of the car, well, that means that you don't have, you're losing control of the car. That you're losing control over the path, over your future. Now, the next one is about pregnancy. Now, pregnancy dreams are mainly dreams that probably indicate that something new is happening. It may symbolize like creativity, dun 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 dun, creativity, sure, or it could even mean the birth of some new ideas, hence the pregnancy. Alright, no more time to draw, so I'm just gonna use this chart. Houses, different rooms like in a house can literally represent different aspects of yourself. Like, if you're in a basement, that means that you go ahead and, this might be like just something I'm misremembering something, but the basement is mostly like, hey, I'm just here, I'm like chilling and stuff. All the attic is all like, hey, I'm being really secure right now. Oh, and this is a pretty good one as well too. Being late. Dreams about let's say being late to school might reflect your feelings of stress and anxiety of like meeting your expectations. In my case, the expectations of my mother. It might indicate though that the feelings of missing opportunities or not living up to one's potential. Honestly though, I feel like it's more this guy, and this guy's more like, I can't do all these expectations. Alright, infidelity. Like, dreams about infidelity, though. It can reflect, like, insecurities or trusts between, like, relationships. Like, it might signify a betrayal or abandonment. Like, let's say that this guy likes this guy and she knows it, but then she starts dating this guy. Well, then they're probably not going to have as much trust anymore. These are probably two co-workers and they don't have any trust anymore. Taking a test and either failing or succeeding in it. Now, test dreams can literally indicate feelings of being judged or evaluated. Like, if you succeed in a test, you're like, hey, I'll be fine. But if you fail on a test, that means that you go ahead and, you're worried that other people might really hate your own performance. Like, you have anxieties about your own performance. And animals in dreams, let's say a monkey. Animals in dreams can represent primal instincts and emotions. Different animals may symbolize different aspects of the dreamer's personality or the unconscious mind. Being trapped. Now, feeling trapped in a dream can signify feeling stuck or powerless in like a real life situation. It might even reflect feelings of confinement or restriction. Alright, flying. Flying dreams can symbolize a desire for freedom or escape from responsibilities. It may also reflect like the feelings of empowerment and control. Wait a minute, we already did this one. Alright, next. Being late to catch whatever locomotion that you have, whether today it's a flight or a train. Like missing a mode of transportation and that damn. It's like a dream that can indicate a feeling of like you're missing these opportunities. Or you're just being unprepared. It might also be like to reflect anxieties about your timing and your deadlines. Meeting a celebrity. This has never happened to me personally because I don't like crush on celebrities. Dreaming of meeting a celebrity can literally reflect a desire for recognition or admiration. It might even like signify like you need a validation or your own self-worth. Like you want to become famous yourself. Ah, yes, and then we have the apocalypse. The apocalypse, the end of the world. These are dreams about the end of the world, and they can symbolize major changes or upheaval in one's life. Like, they often reflect feelings of fears or uncertainty about the future. That's what they always do. And that's about it. I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode, though. I really hope I don't get copyright claim on this because I use charts that are in the public domain. But Freud's The Interpretation of Dreams was pretty interesting to read. So I hope you guys, in the next episode, when we're talking about chapter 6 and 7, we'll talk about the dream works and the psychology of dream processes. See you then. Bye-bye.